Hey Hog fans, welcome back to another episode of Recalling Those Hogs. I'm Haley Kate Webb, and I'm here today with former Razorback Track and Field athlete Payton Chadwick. Payton, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
Okay, I gotta start with the fun stuff. So if you could pick one person right here, right now, to challenge to a race, who would it be?
Okay, honestly, I've thought about this, and honestly, anybody. Because with the pandemic, I haven't been able to race anybody. So honestly, if you wanted to come race me, let's do it.
Oh boy.
I'm down for
That
it.
would be bad. Very bad. Okay, do you have a favorite event? Like, what's your go-to one?
100-meter hurdles. I mean, I've done them all. I used to do the heptathlon. I do the 200 a little bit, but definitely the 100-meter hurdles.
100-meter hurdles. Yeah, you definitely don't want to race me. I definitely would. Okay, talk to me a little bit about your recruitment and journey to Arkansas and how you ended up here.
Okay, so side story. I started out at the University of Oklahoma. I went there for a year, realized it wasn't the school for me. It wasn't going to get me to where I wanted to be as an athlete. So I made that transfer to Arkansas my sophomore year. It was quite the journey to get there, but it finally happened. And then once I got there, it was amazing, and it was the best decision I could have made as a college athlete.
Is there one memory from your time as a Razorback that stands out as a favorite?
Yes, actually, it's my all-time favorite win as a Hog. It was last year, 2019, when we won Nationals Outdoor. It was the 4x4. So the meet came down to us and USC. The points were tied up. Taylor Werner had just walked off the track crying, had just laid all of it on the track. And it was our turn to hopefully win. And so first leg goes off. It was okay. She was a freshman. She was nervous. Second leg goes off. She catches us up with the pack. Third leg, which was me, there was a little stumble within the race. I went around that stumble. I missed it all, put us in second position, handed off to our next girl. And she came around and we won nationals. And so that was just the best moment to end my college career as a national champion.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's so awesome. Congrats.
Thank you.
Okay, who were some of your favorite track and field athletes to watch growing up?
Okay, so growing up, I loved watching Lolo Jones. She is a hurdler. She still hurdles, and she does the Winter Olympics. And then Wallace Spearman. So he actually ran here. He still runs, and I see him just about every day. So it's crazy that I looked up to him, and now I get to see him every day. But those are just one of the two that I really looked up to.
Yeah, we need to get Wallace on here. He's a former Hog.
Yes.
Get him on here. Recall his time.
Yes.
Okay, leading up to like those big races, big meets, do you have a routine, any superstitions? What goes into it?
Before a big competition, I really try not to get too uptight and overthink it. So, I mean, the night before, I try to get a good dinner. I always go the safe route. So I do, just chicken, vegetables, whatever type of carb there is, potatoes, sweet potato, whatever. And then the next morning, I get a good breakfast in, do a little shakeout, and then go to the track. I'm not really one to listen to music before races. So I'm kind of listening to everything that's going on, and but still able to focus on what I'm doing and just have a good warm up before my race. Okay. That's kind of what I do.
Who's the most superstitious person that was on the team? Do you know one?
Oh my goodness. I mean, I just know somebody that was super nervous all the time.
Yeah.
She was a freshman though. Her name was Paris Peoples. Love her. I got to room with her a couple times. I was a fifth-year senior. She was a freshman, so she really looked up to me. And I had to calm her down a few times, like, hey, listen, it's just a race. You're just going to run your best and get out there and do it.
Yeah. Okay, so you're no stranger to the record books for sure. You talked about your favorite win there and the national title. Is there one record or one award or something else that stands out as a favorite to you?
Yes. So 2018, it was indoor. I was having a decent season. It wasn't the greatest. And then 2 weeks before nationals, I actually got plantar fasciitis, which was terrible. I never thought that a sprinter could get that. But I kind of just put it to the side, kept training because I knew that I had nationals and I wanted to compete there. And I actually went away with the national title in the 60-meter hurdle. So nobody really knows I was injured, but that was my favorite win because I just overcame such adversity and I knew that I could do it, and I did it. And I had my new last name, Payton Chadwick. So then people kind of started realizing that it's Payton Chadwick, it's not Payton Stumbaugh anymore. So it was just kind of a cool moment.
That's awesome. Okay, before I let you go, let me know what you're up to now, what your plans are for the future, and what you're looking forward to.
So now I am training. I have Drake Relays next weekend. It's a bigger meet. A couple weeks ago, I competed in Houston. It was just a small meet just to kind of knock the rust off since we haven't competed in 5.5 months.
Wow.
So I'm really excited to go to the track and open up in the 100-meter hurdles and potentially do the 200. And then I might be going overseas to compete to end the season. And then after that, I'll just be training and getting prepared for 2021 Olympics.
Awesome. Best of luck with that. That's great. That's really all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
If you're a former Razorback interested in being featured, reach out to me via the contact information and social media listed in the description below. Once again, I'm Haley Kate Webb with Payton Chadwick, and this has been Recalling Those Hogs.